Hey guys, Daniel here. So unfortunately, the Viper is kind of broken, I guess you could say. So before I start doing too much to it, I thought I'd do a quick video saying what the problems are and what's going to happen. So about a week ago, I thought, it's a quick job. I'll change the spark plugs because I have no idea when they were last done. I did this first side along here with absolutely no problems. Then when I got over to the other side of the engine, that first one at the front, something just didn't feel quite right. The tool went on there a bit strange, almost at a different angle than the rest of them are in the head block. Anyway, I didn't think too much of it at the time, pulled the spark plug out, went to put the next new spark plug in there, and just couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't quite right. Yeah, so the one in question, hard to see, but it's down there. That coolant pipe's kind of blocking the view a bit at the moment. So what just didn't feel right is when I was putting the new spark plug in, normally they just screw in finger tight like most cars and then you have to turn of a wrench right at the end, which is pretty normal. But this one kind of required the wrench from about halfway along, and it just couldn't shake the feeling something was wrong. So at the end, after I had it in there, I decided I'd pull it back out again. And I'll get it in the subsequent clip after this, but you could actually see the end of the spark plug is actually bent, so it completely fucked up the gap on it, and it looks like it was hitting something. So long story short, I went and got a bore camera and decided to run that down there to inspect the thread. And yeah, lo and behold, around a quarter, maybe a third of the thread actually looks pretty stuffed up. I'll include some pictures after this clip. Something's chewed up part of the thread, and even more alarmingly, around about right at the end of the thread, there's actually like what appears to be a clump of metal, which I think is what's bending the end of the spark plugs there. So I have no idea if any of it's already fallen into the cylinder. Obviously that'd be pretty fucking bad to happen. So I'm just going to wait on a thread expert to come out in a couple of days time and inspect the thread to tell me if it can be rethreaded, repaired, or if I'm going to need a whole new head block. If I had to guess, I think what's happened is whoever put the spark plug in last time didn't have clearance because of that coolant pipe there, and they've kind of just forced it in at a weird angle. So hopefully there's no real damage that's been done to the car. At the end of the day, I guess I'll have to find out. After I stop filming this video, I'm going to start pulling off the valve covers and anything else that gets in the way, so when the thread guy gets here, if it can be repaired maybe somehow while the head's still on the car, that would be great. Save me a lot of time and effort and money. But if I do have to pull it off the car, I am going to consider getting some mods done at the same time, bigger cams and so forth like that. Few options I'm considering, and if we get to that stage I should know within a week, and I'll do an update video running through what I'll get done. So yeah, things are pretty stuffed up. Okay, so here's the spark plug. So this first one here may be a bit difficult to see on the camera, but there's actually some abrasions on the back part of it here. Wish I could get it to focus. You can kind of see it's a bit bent over to the side and it's squished down as well. I think that's happened from that lump of metal that's at the end of the thread in the head block. And here for reference is one that I have not put in the car yet, that you can see it's not squished down, it's nice and square, isn't all messed up, versus this one that you can see is bent and squished. Obviously it'd be quite bad to have that in the car. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of sad seeing the Viper not being able to drive or even turn on at the moment, but you know, these things happen. And in the next video I'll show the engine stripped down, ready for the thread tech guys who inspect the thread on there. Once we know what happens there, I can do an update and talk about what my plans are going forward. In a way, part of me is a little bit excited if I do have the prospects to do any, you know, minor-ish but still meaningful mods to it. You can squeeze a fair bit of extra performance out of these with bigger cams and so forth. But until then, see you guys later.